talent.
I mean, you're
just to get just to get some running. That's all. I mean, we only talking about practices.
Yeah, but I mean, compared to JaVale McGee, I'd have Wall on the team.
See, that's the same reason you want JaVale on there, to get that experience.
I don't think all the experience in the world ain't gonna help out JaVale McGee.
To get that kind of credit though, that's my whole thing. Is he's
7'1".
I'm sure there's a lot of there's a lot of athletes in the NBA.
Like who?
They had. I remember the Nets used to have Sean Williams. He was just as athletic.
We talking about right now.
Is Patrick O'Brien on this team? I mean, we got it. I mean, you say 7'1", but to me, it's like I don't even see him deserving it. Even
are there any?
It's like putting Brandon Wright on there.
Are there any college players on the team?
No.
Usually there is like
Christian Laettner back in the day.
Yeah, it's always like.
Well, I think the reason is the eligibility part of it. Maybe if they would have had college players just before they entered the draft, because remember Christian Laettner was entering the draft. That's how he got put on Team USA.
They should have sent DeJuan Blair.
I'd rather see DeJuan Blair than a JaVale McGee.
I'm not gonna say nothing about DeJuan Blair. Ray put that one on purpose.
He cost you a tournament, I know.
No, he did that on purpose.
Yeah, he gave Georgetown fits back in the day.
But let's jump into that national news. Adam Dunn, is he gonna make it? Is he gonna finish the season?
Do you mean like national as in Washington Nationals, or like national news, like not local?
Would you like me to call it when they messed up on their jersey, Natton Tools or whatever they had one day?
Yeah. Adam Dunn. I think he'll play his season out. I think he just won't sign with the Nats. I don't think he'll sign with the Nats.
They should have traded Caps.
They should have traded. They should have signed Adam. Adam Dunn wants to stay in Washington. They should have just signed him. They don't have anybody.
Not a strikeouts.
To be honest with you, I would just trade him and re-sign him at the end of the season.
I think if they do trade him, they won't have the opportunity to re-sign him.
They won't.
I don't think he wants to. He wouldn't come back. I think the team that gets him will try to lock him up.
I think if depends on probably what team he will probably go to. If he's going to a team that's contending, and like I don't know, well I doubt the Yankees grab him. It's a lot of talk about the White Sox going after him, put him in a DH type role. I think if he does go to the White Sox, I think he can help him out as far as having another big bat. If they was to go on a run and win the Central, and maybe go on a run in the playoffs, maybe not win the whole thing. I mean, he's going to be going to open market. That's just going to increase his value a little bit, especially if he produces. But I mean, I don't think the White Sox are going to look as far as long term. They need to get back to the playoffs and try to win a little bit.
If I was a White Sox or any of these other teams, I wouldn't go the Adam Dunn route. I'd pretty much go after Prince Fielder, who's a better player. If I'm going to trade for anybody and give prospects up, I'm going after Prince Fielder. I'm going after the best first baseman. I mean, the best offensive first baseman. Period. I'm not gonna go. Adam Dunn's a good home run hitter, but I would go after the better offensive player, which is Prince Fielder.
As a person that likes to eat, if Prince Fielder can gain weight in Milwaukee, he really gonna get bigger in Chicago.
Yeah.
Because they got hot dogs, steaks, everything, and I don't know what that man gonna do there.
I mean, but Prince Fielder gets paid he gets paid to hit home runs and drive in runs. So, I mean, he would definitely. He's the impact player you would need for this stretch for the postseason.
Well, that's our local news as far as covering the Skins, the Wizards, and the Nationals. We're going to hop into this commercial break. When we come back, we're going to hop on to strippers having sex in bathrooms, Campbell soup. So you guys figure that out while we go to a commercial break.
Check out our picture on Twitter. See the muscles. Hey, what's up? It's your man Ray Rogers of the Urban Sports Scene, and recently Will T and I set out on a mission to see what the people think of our show. All right, there's Mike Wilbon right there. Wilbon, what you think of our show, dog?
I should say the next, it's the big thing.
Oh, that's what's up, man. We feel the same way. Coach Rivers, Doc Rivers. There's Doc Rivers. Go ahead, Will T. Get an interview with him.
Coach Rivers, how do you feel about Ray no longer being the host of the Urban Sports Scene?
I mean, Ray, he was absolutely sensational.
Yeah, I feel the same way, man. I thought I was great as the host, but it's all good. Big up to my man Fish. There's Alvin Gentry, man. Coach Gentry. What you think about Fish being the host of the Urban Sports Scene?
I've always been a big fan of his.
Oh, so you familiar with him before the Urban Sports Scene when he was host of the Mac Fish show?
No, I'm not saying that, okay? No.
So what are you saying? Anyway, man, let's move on. There's President Obama. Obama, my man Will T here, he dissed World Cup, man. What you think about him dissing World Cup?
He's a jackass.
Keep it locked to the Urban Sports Scene, because you never know who's listening.
Hello, good morning. how you doing with the move, yeah? Welcome to the future, I'm the captain of the cool kids. The revolution's never been televised. Great booty, better thighs, I ain't wanna tell her bye. First I tell her hi, then I give her one and let her fly. Never tell a lie, tonight you couldn't find a better guy. King shoot, fly to anyone you been seen with. Gangster distinguished, cool as a penguin. Got a team of them, honey, feel free to bring with. G5, wait and fly away at my convenience. Just sing tip, checking in a 5-star suite with some 5-star freaks, getting high all week. Catch me in the week.
Thought you knew, but you have no idea. It's the Urban Sports Scene.
Welcome back to the Urban Sports Scene from that good old commercial break. We came up with a new little segment we want to introduce today. It's called Place Your Bet. You know, we like to liven it up here a little bit. You know I can go on anybody in the world. So can my little brother Ray over here. He likes Jonan too. But our segment today, Place Your Bet. The first bet we got going on, who's going to be the bigger coon this season? T.O. or Ocho Cinco? Who you got? Who you going to place your bet on over there, Wally? You a gambling man.
I'm placing my bet on Ocho Cinco. I'm just going off the reality show. T.O., at least his show seems a little bit more real. Ocho Cinco's show just seems ridiculous. It just seems far-fetched, and it seems like he's bringing our people down just a little bit.
Man, he ain't just bringing our people down. He bringing like every Spanish red bone, even the little grungy white girls that's on the show. He's just Ocho Cooning right now, boy. I mean, him and T.O. Coon is just.
But you watch T.O.'s show. It's not as.
To be honest with you, I got the bigger coon this season being T.O.
Really?
Nah, man, he implemented the NCAA tournament format for the girls. I think that was innovative. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be selection shows in the future.
So who you got? You got Chad Ocho Coon?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I still like that idea.
T.O. has too much to lose right now. He still wants to play more than 1 year in the NFL, so
you can coon in another season.
I only saw the first episode, and that's the one I saw. I was like, how you gonna rank them? Like, if you a 16th seed, you gotta feel bad about
They
yourself.
a black college? You see the black ones were like a 16th seed, so they're like a black college. You know what I'm saying? That's messed
And the
up.
white
though.
chick from Carolina be number 1 seed.
Yeah, she like from Carolina and Duke. And who played in the play-in game? Did anybody play in the play-in game?
They had some mid-majors. I had a bunch of mid-majors, though. I'll tell you that much.
So it seemed like the favorites, we going with T.O., I guess, as being the favorite. Another one we going with, the worst sport to watch on TV. Place your bet. Auto racing or World Cup. I mean, which one y'all gonna go with?
I'm gonna say the worst one to watch or worst sport to watch is auto racing. I just feel like it's no real sport. You're driving a car. What kind of athlete just drives a car? It's not even a sport, so I guess by default it doesn't count.
Yeah, I see it all the time, every day. I ride on 95.
Yeah, I ride on the Beltway, so it's like I'm a spectator every day.
Who wants to watch traffic on the weekends?
Like,
you go through it all week.
If you can eat donuts all day and just drive, that's not a sport.
Because Tony Stewart, have you seen him in the Burger King commercials?
Exactly.
Oh man, it makes me want to be an auto race car driver right now, boy.
Dude, what I don't like is SportsCenter will highlight how people are cursing at the people driving past. And that happens every day.
Exactly.
When people cut you off, you curse at them, right? You know what I'm saying?
And the thing about it, you get to actually crash into people and then get a trophy for it.
But what's the dude? Juan Pablo Montoya? He like jacked somebody up over the weekend. They got serious road rage. It's nothing new, like I said, though.
Especially in the D.C. area, but seems like everyone hates themselves some auto racing. I respect the World Cup. At least you're an athlete, you kick a ball, but auto racing, man, we drive on the Beltway. That's the same thing. The next one we got over Place Your Bet. Who had the better offseason? Donovan McNabb, Big Albert. We done talked about Big Albert all year. Who had the better offseason?
Oh, Albert Hainsworth by far. He got a stripper pregnant. Yeah, and he got to cash a $20 million check.
Yeah, he got a $20 million check. I'm with you, Wild. I'm going Hainsworth. I don't see nothing. I don't see McNabb doing it. Only did with Pros versus Joes and played with T.O. and Antonio Gates.
Yeah, that was boring, by the way.
He's a boring dude.
McNabb?
Yes.
Not really.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. You seen the way he got tackled by Strahan in that commercial? Oh, Michael. Like, no wonder you sucked and lost all those NFC Championship games.
So y'all gonna bet on Albert on this one?
I'm going with Albert.
Why?
$21 million check, got strippers pregnant, got the speedboat.
Oh, his
offseason
was way more
y'all taking that angle.
Yeah.
Not a professional angle.
What take is he had a more entertaining offseason.
Yeah, he had a more entertaining offseason.
Yeah.
Well, off-season, it mean more than just training. I'm going with the lifestyle here. Going with Big Albert.
All right.
Who you going with?
I'm going with McNabb. Hey, he's a real dude, man. Told Deshaun Jackson, said in my face, he ain't make a comment. He ain't make a comment after that because they got to play him twice a year. They run across that field, he better avoid him. I don't care about no Albert Hainsworth. He using P90X. So is Will T. Shout out to Will T with that P90X, man.
The next one we got to place your bet on.
Open the package yet.
Downloaded it. You know, Will T probably bought it at the barbershop.
And he told you everything about it, too.
I know.